Hi guys, it's Monica. What do you think of my hair? Isn't it cute? I don't want to move around too much because I'm afraid it's going to all fall down. So I think a couple of videos ago I showed you this little tiny little bunny thing I bought at one of the beauty supply stores, Sally's, and I haven't been able to get my hair up off my neck because my hair is so short. So this is the first time I've been able to get my hair up off my neck, although it is falling down. It still is really short, and I've got like little clips in there to actually put this little bun on. So I'm just going to, because I'm so happy I was able to do this. Now I know my hair has to grow a little bit more first, but let me show you what I did. So it's kind of messy in the back because I have little clips trying to hold up my hair, and my hair's already falling. The clips are already coming out. So I probably won't be able to wear my hair like this, like out in public, until it grows a little bit, but I actually like it. I'm feeling rather sassy. I told Jay I don't think I've worn my hair up in a sort of a updo in maybe 30 years because I've had short hair for so long. But anyways, the purpose of this video isn't to really, well, it kind of is. I wanted you to see how this looked on me, but the real purpose of this video is to discuss my eyes. I'm going to insert some pictures throughout this video clip to show you pictures of me dressed up with eye makeup on at different functions, and so you can maybe compare. Now, they're not going to be the greatest comparison, but I'm getting a lot of questions and a few accusations of having a eye lift surgery. Now, I'm not against any kind of surgical intervention. I've said this many, many times. I'm not against it. I am the biggest chicken. I want to zap my veins. I haven't had the courage to do that yet, but I am truly the biggest chicken, and I financially am not in a position where I'm going to be able to afford to do any kind of surgical intervention. My insurance isn't going to pay for it, and I'm not going to come up with $10,000 for a cosmetic type of a treatment. So that said, I have always had hooded eyes from when I was very young, and you can see from some of these pictures, I've always had hooded eyes, and I still have hooded eyes. They're not gone. I still have hooded eyes without a doubt. But when I started my Retin-a journey, I bought some Retin-a. I have 3 different doses of Retin-a, and I am in the process of, I'm going to have to order my 1% because I'm getting very, very low on this. So I'm going to probably order it in a week or so. But I also have a 0.025% of the Retin-a. Now, I've said this in the past, that no matter what anyone does, you need to make your own decision. You need to investigate. You need to be very, very careful, because this is powerful medicine. This isn't something to take lightly. It's very, very powerful medicine. I started to use the 0.25% on my, right below my brow bone. Right below my brow bone. And I started to apply it on there. And I would do this when I first started, maybe 1 night a week, and then as I progressed, I would do it more often. Now I do it every time I apply my Retin-a, which is about 5 times, sometimes 6 times, or 4, it all depends on my week, but it's typically on an average 5 times a week, and I will apply this to my brow area, a tiny, tiny bit put together to my brow area. I also take it, whatever is left over, and I go close to my bags, not up, but close. And if there's anything at all, I will then take it and I'll mix it with my rosehip oil, and I usually go down my neck, or my cacao oil, whichever one I have, and I'll go down my neck and into my chest area with my Retin-a. Now, I think, and the reason I started to do that is because I think when I started my normal course of Retin-a, I always went very close, sometimes into my eyebrows. And I think from starting my Retin-a over the course of time, it has lifted my hoods. It hasn't made them, I don't even have my ring on today. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about my hair, but that's why I'm forgetting. And my earrings. These are the earrings my mom bought me when we went shopping last week. And she bought my sister a pair too. I love going shopping with my mom. But anyways, so when I started to use the Retin-a, I started to notice after a while that I really believed the Retin-a, and I was only going to my brow, you know, my eyebrow, was starting to lift lift my hoods. And as I started to see the changes in the photos, I started to really, oh, this is really cool. About that same time, I started to explore more with eye makeup, eyeshadows. I've never been one to wear eyeshadow because you could never see it because my hoods would just come down over. And so I never ever really wore eyeshadow. I never learned how to apply eyeshadow. But when I started to see the changes in my hoods, I started to apply eyeshadow. So yeah, so maybe some of the difference is an optical illusion in the sense because I'm applying some eyeshadow that I never used to really apply before. But I don't think so. I think it's for real. So between the Retin-a and what I had been using most of the time on and off is I have been using the Timeless Eye Cream. And you know, I'm not saying this has anything to do with my hoods, but I'm very, very careful because of my Retin-a that I am using to have used this or an other eye moisturizer, or to make sure that I moisturize that area extremely well because of the Retin-a and the potential irritation that I don't want to deal with. So these two products, my Retin-a and some sort of really good moisturizer, it doesn't matter what it is, I just really happen to like my Timeless. Some people don't, some people do. I happen to really, really like this moisturizer. This is an eye cream. It has Matrixyl 3000 and it has hyaluronic acid and some other things. So to me, I really like these. So these go in conjunction. And then I started about, I believe, the end of June. And I was watching a video, and I think it was Anne-Marie. I'll link her channel. I don't know if I can find the video, but anyways, I was watching the video. I'd watched a number of her videos about the Nivea, and I went out and I bought the Nivea. I bought the wrong Nivea, or I bought the larger one. I didn't buy the skin firming and smoothing concentrated serum, and because I couldn't find it. And so I finally found this in my local Ulta, and I bought it, and I think it was somewhere around the tail end of June. From that day on, I would use this every single night. Now, I know Anne-Marie, and you just kind of put this little, like little tiny, I don't know if you can see, that's probably even more than I actually use. But I know Anne-Marie would tap this onto her eye bags. I ended up very, very carefully, because it says there are warnings, etc., to not get it in your eyes. So sometimes I use a Q-tip, other times I use my fingertip, but my fat fingers. So, you know, I was more often than not, I'm a little bit more comfortable with my Q-tip. And I would dab my Q-tip into my fat pockets. I have like these two fat pockets on the inside. I would dab my Q-tip in there, and then sometimes I would go around the top, and then I would go around the bottom of my eyes. And I've been pretty well, I'm a creature of habit, so when I get into a routine, I stay in a routine. So I've been pretty well doing this every single night since the tail end of June. So I do believe, number one, this Nivea, and my mother swears by Nivea. It's all she's ever used all her life, other than the bee venom cream she's addicted to now. But I swear that this has dramatically increased the appearances of my fat pockets. My fat pockets they're still there, and sometimes with eye makeup I can see them accentuated. I can see them a little bit bigger. But my fat pockets are like, you know, I don't know, maybe 80% better, I'm thinking. And I also believe, that this has also helped with my hoods. Although my Retin-a, I believe, is fully responsible for the lifting of my hoods. And this, I think, just helps it along very, very much. So guys, yeah, no, I've not had any surgery on my eyes. Would I love to? If I could afford it, sure. You know, maybe I would pursue a facelift one day if I could ever afford it. But I'm going to be 64 the beginning of next year, and I'm okay in my skin. I want to lose weight. I want to get physically in better shape, but I'm okay in my skin, and I'm loving my eyes. I'm loving my hood. So it's all natural for me, if you want to call it natural. I don't know if you can call, you know, Retin-a and the Nivea, but it's not surgical intervention. And again, if you have hoods and you're thinking about anything like this, please, this is medicine. I do buy mine. I do have a prescription from my dermatologist, but I do buy mine overseas because this would cost me about $400 here in the States. I think it cost me $7 when I bought it overseas. There's a big difference in price, and I don't have unlimited funds, unfortunately. So the skin firming and smoothing, the Nivea, the Retin-a, careful application. For me, I assessed my risks. I assessed them. I didn't jump in blindly and do this because someone said to do it. I assessed my risks. I am extremely careful in the application, and I am loving my result. So tell me, guys, can you, I mean, I'm thinking this thing needs to go up higher in my head somehow, but I'm not going to be able to do that until my hair grows out. So, quick update. Oh man, it's probably not all that quick, but I was hoping it was, on my eye hoods. And that's the scoop, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in my next video. Thank you so much for all your support. Please subscribe. Please leave me a thumbs up and a comment. I truly appreciate it. Bye, guys.